What's up, y'all? We're gonna light a little incense before we start. Hold on. The flame did not go far enough. I think it maybe did. There we go. All right. I read intuitively, and I'm just kind of already getting some messages, so I'm gonna try to relay it to you guys. Just take if it resonates. So I felt some exhaustion and some heaviness. Like when I sat down, I wasn't feeling it until that point. So, this is kind of what I'm getting. It's a little bit cryptic, so I'm going to try to just read it as it's coming to me. So, I'm getting that there's definitely some anger from the people watching you that don't want you to win, that are in this kind of Knight of Swords energy with this Two of Pentacles reverse. So that's like a lack of stability. That's like not juggling any of the balls. Because of you like walking away. The masculine side is in this Magi energy, trying to use what you have and I'm getting like you've collected things now. Like I'm getting a very spiritual energy from it. Like you've been watching people, like watching watching Divine Feminine, or you've been researching, like you've been collecting, going within and collecting tools to kind of help you with whatever it is that you're going through right now. There's kind of an understanding because this Eight of Cups is out here too. So it's like, you found the courage to walk away or separate yourself from people that were not supporters. I was trying to find the words. And I'm getting kind of that you're resisting this death that's trying to happen, but it's like this King of Wands reversed in this dark magic, this it's someone in your life, like it's a karmic, is bringing you to this death. So it's kind of like there's this very like spiritual component in this of like you've kind of started to separate yourself enough to understand that like maybe you've even let some things go, or you've found some forgiveness. So it's kind of like you don't just want to fight these people. You kind of have this understanding that it is what it is. Like you can fight them, but you can't, the more that you surrender, the more that these ego deaths and these different things are going to happen, because it's helping you to transform and like really hone that Magi energy. Because yeah, there's this like mental, we've got this Eight of Swords, but with the Page of Pentacles, I'm getting kind of like, ways to get yourself out of these traps. Like you're not letting yourself stay in mental entrapment. You're like, you have enough understanding now that you're like, I can do this. It's like, it's going to take me putting in work. It's in the effort, and it's going to take, inner strength, and it's going to take trust in the divine, but you're like, there's this very deep sense of confidence. There is this doubt about this kind of celebration, or is this celebratory energy. But I'm not getting that that's your focus right now. Because like the feminines are in this Queen of Pentacles energy, but the energy that came through and like the way that she's looking, it's like there's this kind of there's a little bit of a sadness. There's like a little bit of a grief maybe with the feminines of like, it's just the more that you go along, the more that you see different things and you understand that there is a lot of free, it's okay. I'm going to try not to get like too like all over the place with it, but it's like, okay, I want to give something because it came to me and there's this knowing that like God knows your heart and that, but sometimes there's so much that you don't see, or there's just shadow work that you don't know that you have to do, or like past life stuff that you may not realize that you have to work through or whatever. And then things will happen where it was like little things will drop into your reality, like, and that will pop up all the time, like having a partner or your soul tribe's coming or this person's coming in to support you. And it's like, and it doesn't happen. And so it can be very frustrating. So there's this knowing the divine feminine wants the more and more, like she's just, okay, I skipped around already. I'm going to come back to that because there's something about zodiacs I wanted to, like astrology that I wanted to bring in. Cause like for me that came to me recently. It's just like, cause I woke up today and I usually start the day by asking him, what does he need? I have this conversation and he was just like, you need to play. And it's just funny when things like that will happen, because it's like, then that reiterates to me that it's like, that's how you know that like you're getting compensated in these different ways for the inner work that you're doing. And also that God knows your heart. And like, so you've had to walk away from all these people. You had to choose yourself. You've had to make these sacrifices, but it doesn't mean that and then sometimes you get, and I've been in this space where you're in this fear of like, am I ever going to have like parts of me back again? Or like it's just a fear, but it's like, you truly do get compensated. The power does come back to you. Like, and then at the same time, you're changing, you're transforming, you're letting go of the past. So there's aspects that you don't need anymore. To be able to be in that full energy, you have to let things go. Like you just can't carry your past with you. So, but then there's these aspects that are like an integral part of you that it's like, God's like, yes, like because you have to keep yourself happy. Like it's just depending on your circumstances, or if you have to keep, you've been in a space where you feel like you're holding too much responsibility, then as you start to let things go, more of that playfulness will come back, or whatever it is. I think we all have that, because if you want to wake up, you want to know thyself, you want to get in touch with your inner child. So like you want to embrace your inner child again and let those aspects come out and create with them. And that inspires other people. It's so beautiful. So, I wanted to share that because there are ways that, you get compensated, and it's not even necessarily money. But for some, if you're like, have a lot of Capricorn energy and that fulfills you, you'll notice that like God finds he makes ways that he may bring you opportunities or whatever for that to happen, so that you have that security or you have that fulfillment. Because I'm feeling this sort of, I guess the word is solemn energy from the divine feminines of like, there's so much love that the divine feminines give, and that you feel like it's not reciprocated. But when you can talk to God about it and like keep letting the hurt go and open your eyes, you can keep opening your eyes. I'm not meaning that in a derogatory. I'm just saying because that's something my mom used to always say when she was mad. She'd be like, just open your eyes when I would lose something or something. And it was, anyway, I don't mean it in that way. I just mean like coming back to gratitude, or like realizing that linking up with God, linking up with your higher self is to return these parts to you, is to, find those reciprocal types of situations, is to see in your environment around you, like people being friendly and like whatever those things are that you like to have. So, because of the fact that you may not have a lot of people around you, but you have to remember too, this, like you asked for it, because it's like, I don't want fake connections anymore. And God's like, okay, well, this is the best, this is what we can do, like, or whatever, you know, until, because like I said, there may be, I know for me, there's still abandonment, there's still trust that I'm trying to, that I'm working on and trying to heal. So, I think it's hard in its own way for divine masculine and divine feminine, because the masculines have to just watch a lot of stuff, and like that observer part of them is a part of who they are, and their roles you start to see, where it's like the feminines are, we're built to like biologically like lead in the spiritual, so we keep showing up and doing our thing, but the masculines have to, I don't know how their journey goes, and it's hard sometimes feeling like there's all these pieces that you don't understand or you don't know, or you're like, is it ever going to come together or something? But I think too, I'm just going to add this one more thing, is that it's easy to forget. I know for me that it's like, your nervous system is so different now. I don't know if that will ever change, where it's like you just become like, in a way you are like a powerhouse, because you are moving through so much energetically, but it's not, we can't like understand it. So there's days where you might be more tired, but it's because you're getting spiritual upgrades or whatever. Like, it's like you are actually more open to the world around you. And you're more of a sponge, but it's hard. It continues to be hard on the ego. It's just hard on the ego. I don't know what it is. It's just like it gets easier and easier, because you just want to feel, you want more peace. You want to be in alignment. You want to be balanced more and more, but there's still you still have to look outside of you and see people doing stuff that you're not doing. And so it's funny. The FOMO thing has just recently come up for me. It's not been something that has been a struggle for me, but like, there'll be those different aspects that you just have to keep moving through, because you've got resources around you to still like create with, and continuing to learn like the things that you like to do that kind of keep you happy and stuff like that too. Yeah, I'm sorry. It just, there's a heaviness from the feminine side of just, there's a sadness. But where they have the sun is upright. Yeah, and the heart, there's something about betrayals, heartbreak. I think once in a while, I'm going to wrap it up, because I don't like dwelling. I don't want to I just don't want to bring sadness anymore. But it's like, I think once in a while you just have those moments of like, you just have this knowing that things are supposed to be a different way, because you're here to bring this new earth, and you're bringing these union codes back in and stuff. But I just think we have these moments of remembrance of like, it just being carefree, and people were just around each other and having fun, and it wasn't this battle. There wasn't all this spiritual warfare. Like, I know there were times in my life that wasn't experiencing all the spiritual warfare. And so it's like, it's hard to understand why you're in this place now. But then it's also like, I know I want to be on mission and serve and do what God needs me to do. And I want to be the mom that I need to be and stuff like that. All right. I hope that helps. I love you guys.